Hey guys, okay, so today's look is based off of a picture of Carrie Underwood, actually a few pictures. The hair is also inspired as well. This obviously is not going to match the rest of the video because it was done way before and I went back and did the intro with better hair because I hadn't done my hair yet. So the hair at the end of this video is totally not going to match. Alright, so it's basically just a really natural look. Not so much fuss with the eyeshadow and stuff like that, but the focus mainly on the liner. And of course some false lashes. Also there's going to be a part 2 where I'm going to show you how I did my hair. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it and definitely check out part 2 after this one, of course. And if you want to see how to do this, then keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to apply a base, and I want to apply something that's just kind of very light, something that's just going to even out my skin tone and prevent creasing at the same time, which is, for me, the MAC Bare Canvas Paint. They're in little thingies that look like that. Just use something that is a little bit lighter than your skin tone. And I really kind of like the dry finish that these have because I'm going to apply something else over them, or over it. And it'll just kind of really create a clean base. Alright, then to kind of lighten up everything even further, I'm going to apply a white base. I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I just applied that to my finger and I'm going to dab it on. I think when you apply it with your finger, you get a better application that's a little more even and a little more blended. And that's just going to kind of create the really pale brow bone, you know, that whole area that she's got. So there's going to be no soft brown involved in this. Alright, then take just a little bit. You can just apply it straight from the container right to your lower lash line and blend it lightly. Alright, next I'm going to apply vanilla pigment, and I'm going to use a large flat brush. This is the MAC 252. And I'm just going to pat it on all over that white, just on my lid. This kind of adds that pretty shimmer. It's very, very pale, and it has a little bit of gold at the same time. Take whatever's left on your brush and just kind of lightly bring that into the tear duct area and then sweep it underneath the lower lash line area. Just for a little bit of sparkle. It's not going to put down much color at all. Then to kind of even do more with that lower lash line area, I'm going to take All That Glitters, which is this really nice gold, and put it on the end of that same exact brush that I just used and kind of deepen that even further under there. Then to kind of even create more definition, take a darker brown like Mystery, like a cooler brown. Take it on the end of a pointed brush. This is a Sigma SS252. And just apply it right at the lash line. Not going over the whole area of color that you just did. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my brow highlight shade. If you really want to even out your brow area even more, like your brow bone, take a color that's really close to your skin tone, or maybe even just a shade lighter. I'm using Bisque. You could also use Brulee. Bisque is just a little bit more pink. And just dab that on with a large brush. This is a 227 by MAC. Then I'm just going to go ahead and apply my highlight shade using the same brush, and I'm using a matte color. This is Blank Type. And I'm just using that same brush. Alright, now to emphasize the outer V area, you can see I don't have much color or anything up here. I'm not going to apply anything super dark. I'm just going to use Copper Plate, which is kind of a muted gray. And I'm going to use my Sigma SS219 brush, which is kind of like a MAC 219, but a little bigger. So it's perfect for this outer V area. You can see it's not really putting down much color. It's not going to really affect the light look that we've got. It's just going to add just a little bit more depth. Now, since the focus of this look is on the liner, I'm going to use a thicker liner brush. This is a Sigma SS209, and I'm using Black Track Fluid Line by MAC. Now when you use a brush like this for liner, you can see I didn't dip it very far at all into the product. I didn't just go like that. I just kind of rolled it sideways and into it. And then I'm going to start on this outer edge so that the most color goes down first there. And I'm going to make that outer edge pretty thick. I can go back and do the wing and, you know, fix that later. and then just take it all the way in. Okay, then for the outer edge, I'm just going to get a little bit more on the brush and barely flick it upward. Alright, now I'm going to put the fluid line away. Everything else is going to be my Stila Eye Kaujal. And I'm using this because it's so soft. It works perfectly on the waterline. And I'm just going to gently apply that. What I love about this, I used to never use products on the waterline. But this, you don't even have to put any effort into it. It just comes right off. And then I like to take a clean brush, like a MAC 266, like an angle that's a little bit soft, and pull the color downward into my lower lash line. And then kind of work it all the way inward. And for this look, I'm going to actually connect these two, the upper and the lower line at the point right there at my tear duct. Then just kind of take whatever is left on this brush and do that at the top as well. And kind of create that little connect. And there you have it. We're all done with the liner and everything. Before I apply my false lashes, I'm going to apply a coat of mascara. And for that, I'm using my Be Luscious Lashes in Lush Black. Yeah. For this, I probably wouldn't have to apply false lashes on me, but I just think they look fun. Find that applying the mascara to your lower lashes first helps, and I know I totally didn't do that because I'm just so used to it, because you normally go like that, you know, and then your lashes touch up here and create little black specks, so it's kind of easier to do the lower ones first, I think. Okay, now I'm going to do my false lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so to replicate her skin, you definitely want to use something that has, you know, if you have some problems, that has a little bit more coverage than normal, just because her skin looks really flawless. It's very even. She's very pale, so you may not want to do any kind of bronzer or anything if you're really trying to like replicate this look exactly. So what I did is I just applied a little bit of blush. I skipped the contour and all that. I am going to show you how I highlighted though. But I used this beauty powder blush right here in Shy Beauty, which is kind of a pinky peach shade, and I used it with a 187 like brush. This is a Sigma 187, and just applied that to my cheeks. It doesn't look like she's wearing much blush at all, so you really want to keep this as even as possible. And you can even go back over it with like a kabuki style brush or something, just to really blend everything in so that it doesn't look too harsh or concentrated in certain areas. Then for my highlight shade, I definitely don't want to do anything super shimmery, but I'm going to use Emphasize, which is a shape powder by MAC. This is one of those special edition ones. It's this lighter shade right here. But you can still get the shape powders. They're just not going to be in the little cute pan. So I'm going to apply that with a 165 brush. I'm just going to apply this lightly right here to the tops of my cheekbones. And a little bit right here. This product isn't really shimmery, so you don't have to worry about adding shimmer right there where your pores sometimes can be visible. And just blend it out really well. You can even put a little bit right there if you want. Then just to really make everything look really flawless and even, I waited until last to use my setting powder, and I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Setting Powder. Yeah. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush for that. And I'm just going to apply that all over everything just to create a really even finish. And this is a Sigma 150 brush. Alright, so I think we're finished. No, we're not. I didn't tell you about my lips. I used a very, very light lip pencil since she really doesn't do much with her lips normally. It's very nude. I used Subculture lip pencil. And then I used Sandy B lipstick, which is just a really, really pretty light pinky coral with some gold frost to it, which kind of looks like almost exactly what she's wearing in the picture. So that's it. Like I said, check out part 2 because I'm going to do something with my hair and I'm going to replicate a Carrie Underwood hairstyle. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye. Where are you? Okay, first I'm a little nervous because I'm using a new camera, so looks better.